Hello everyone, it's Leanne from Rivo Creations and thanks for joining me today. And I just found a pair of sweet little scissors that I had tucked away somewhere. They've got the word foreign on it. That must be the brand, but they are so tiny. Look, can you see them? Yeah. And I had done some beadwork on the end of it to make them look pretty. So they are so adorable. I just love them. Anyway, I've got these three books. I'm wondering if you can see. Right. Three notebooks. They're lined and ruled and margin, and they're just cheap. And I bought three of them in a pack, and I was thinking about gluing them together as to make one whole, like three signatures. I've already glued these two together. I used double-sided tape, and there they are there, glued together. Ugh. Now, you can never get anything perfect because nothing is perfect, so don't worry about perfection too much. Although, make it visually nice. So I'm going to do it the same again to this one. I'm going to leave the cats on the front. Aren't they sweet? And I'm just going to put some double-sided tape. Now, this is the thin stuff I could only find. I have to look for some more of this, but I want the thicker stuff. So I'm just going to put some double-sided tape down. This is a very shiny surface, these books. So there's a bit, if you're going to glue it, well, I don't recommend it. I recommend using double-sided tape. But you use whatever adhesive that works for you. I'm not an expert in it, so I'm just using what I think works. And get one right on the edge line. We want it right on that edge line. Oops, that keeps breaking off. It's very thin, that's why. So let's put it right up close to the edge line, like that. Okay. Right. Beautiful weather in Sydney today, not too hot, not too cold. I think these are more embroidery scissors, little scissors. So I'm going to get my working scissors. Do some work with them. I like them because they've got long noses, and I think that they're easy to get into. Right, let's just put that down so it works. Now this time I'm going to use the top, so I'm just going to take off two. Last time I did it from the bottom, and it's sort of out a tiny bit. Let's just try it from the top this time and see how we go. Look at our book, make sure it's upright the right way. Yep. Let's just see if we can put it on here without too much fuss. Right, I wonder if that worked. Right, it's not too bad. Okay, now we can take off all the other tape. Let me just see. Yep. Okay. Come on, tape. You can come off today. It's alright. Yep, beautiful weather. I had my grandson yesterday. He was gorgeous. and I had my step-granddaughter. That's my grandson's sister. And she's actually got 3 other sisters. So there's 4 girls, and then my grandson, Jacob. He's the baby boy, the only boy out of 4 girls. And I minded the 2 of them yesterday, my grandson and my step-granddaughter. Or she does call me Nana, so, and she does have her other Nana. So I'm very happy about that. And they were good as gold. Cute. A lot of work because they're very active at that age, at 4 and 9 months. 4 years, and Jacob, my grandson, is 9 months old now. Boy, that's gone quick, hasn't it? I remember when he was born. There we go. So they're pretty much stuck together, and all we're going to do with them, we may need to trim those pieces inside. Maybe. But anyway, I like the freedom of having to expand around here, and just so it can expand around the 3 books. So that's pretty good. So far I'm happy. Now I was going to cover it with some old-fashioned paper. Looks a bit like wallpaper, doesn't it? I told you the story about being called by my sister, an old married woman with old married views. And I said to her something quite nasty back. I'd rather be old-fashioned wife with old-fashioned views than be married and divorced 5 times like her. Oh my gosh. I don't think she liked it, but it's the truth. Just because I have some old-fashioned views and I believe in some old-fashioned things, it doesn't mean that I can't be modern and think modern and have modern views. I mean, never mind. That's why I like old-fashioned things, I suppose. Oh dear. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a margin in here. It's going to be like a book cover, and I am going to sew it on my machine. So I'm just having a look that if I cover it there, let me just turn it around. I've got 2 pages here, the same sort, but I'm just trying to figure out how much I want here and how much I need there. I'm just going to mark that. I just want to get a feel for the size. Right. Okay. Alright. So that's sort of the center and what it looks like. Right, now let's put the other piece in for support. But we also have to do it so the other side can come up. And let's just see how much this is here. Well, this is about 2.5 inches. So we want 2.5 inches on this side. So what you do, you get your piece and you mark 2.5 inches. 1, 2.5. Here's a pencil. I probably don't even need it. I'll get my scoreboard. It won't take long, excuse me if my head's in the way. Right, let's see. We want 2.5 inches. Let's see. 1, 2 and a half. Let's go. Oops, went off skew there. There we go. That will be better. And then all we do is we do this, put down like that. Just see, this is 2.5 inches. I just want it to be probably even Steven, so let's just use this as well. Yep, and it's exactly 2.5 inches as well. There we go. Okay, we'll leave that there. So we've got our 2 ends, as you can see, and we've got our 2.5 inches on each end, here and here. Can you see? Let me just take you out here. Maybe that might help you a little bit more to see. I don't want to be on camera. So there you go. So if we put our books in, we put our books in there, the 2 ends together, like that. And we can fold it over. And we've got our 2 ends with their folders, like that. Right, then we can mark it. Pencil, pencil. Here we go. Now that's pretty over. Let me see, if I take that off there, that'll be more showing. So we'll take that there. And this one under here, oh my gosh, we'll take it to about there. Okay. I've just marked it to cut it. That's all. Okay? Now, cut it. Let's take our cutter. Let's make sure it's all even, Steven. Like that. We'll take that off. We'll get our other piece. We'll do the same. And let me just see. About there. Okay, so we did that. Okay. Now let's just put it back together and see how we go. Right, we want this one on this end. And then we need this one on this end. Like that. Okay. So all I'm going to do now is do it by eyeball. I'm just going to mark it there, like that. I'm going to mark that there, like that. There we go. So when we turn it over, we've got one margin hidden, because it's inside. Excuse me. And the other one will be on the outside, and you won't even notice it. Okay, let's just see if I can mark that there. Give it a bit of a mark here. There we go. So there's our two covers. Now I'm going to set up my sewing machine and I will be right back. Okay, not long. Okay, I am back and we are just going to machine sew this down first, I think. No, not that side. We'll machine sew this side because this is on the back. And I'm going to turn it over and get the back. Now where is it? Where's the back? There it is. Okay. Right there. I'm just going to clip it just temporarily. Yep. I'm just going to move the machine a little bit so I can get closer to it. And I'm going to do a zigzag stitch, a medium-sized zigzag stitch. And I'm going to try and keep it as straight as I can. And I'm using a beautiful brown cotton. And I'm trying to keep it very straight. Trying. Back and forward. That's it. Oops. Let me just see how I went. Oh, yes. Perfect. Beautiful. I'll just tie these off. Where's my scissors? Here they are. I'll just tie this end off because I didn't go forward and back with a zigzag, but I did it at the end, so that's fine. There we go. Okay, so that looks pretty good to me. Now we could do it on the other one. It would be similar. Yeah, I think we will. Let's bring our machine back. And we'll do it this way. Is it straight? I think so. Oops, there's my foot. I have to just bring it forward for a second. I want to see if I got it straight. No, I haven't. There it is. Done it. Okay. I can turn it a bit to show you. I'm going to go slow because I want to get it right. There we go. There we go. So I've back stitched it there, and I didn't at the top. So I'm going to tie a knot. Just to tie off the ends. Now you can laminate this. I think at this point you would laminate it at this point now where we are. And you just take them off. And as you can see, that's what it's starting to look like. It's got the two. And it's got the end. I'm just trying to figure out which is the paper in. This one. This one here. Okay, I really want to use a scorer on that, so let me just get our books again. We can put, can you see, we can put our books in there. Let me just move that. Put our books in there. Put them in. We haven't finished sewing, by the way. I'm just keep checking it to see if it's okay, because we really want it to turn out well. So there we have it there. That's what it's starting to look like. I have to sew it right around the edges, both sides. But at this time I would open it up and open it right up, put it through the laminator like that. If you've got a big laminator, this won't take an A4, so it won't fit into my laminator, but it certainly will fit into a bigger one. So I'm pretty happy with that so far. I'm not sure whether the inside should have a plate or, you know, a strip to cover it. I'm not sure about that. Something we can figure out later on, but otherwise that's turning out okay. So let's now do our side bits. I'm just using a beautiful zigzag on that, nothing too dramatic. Zigzag's one of my favourite stitches. It just does everything. Now all we're going to do now is go right down these edges and collect the page. Now I'm not sure if I should have left more on, because if we sew up the sides, the bits there, it mightn't fit into the cover. Ah, see, we didn't plan for that, did we? Ah, Leanne, you silly woman. We should have left a little bit more on, don't you think? Because sewing it, it's not going to make it work. Ah, that's a shame. So the only other possible thing to do is to glue that down. And it's a permanent cover. It's not like a dust cover. Well, that's a shame, but I will tidy up the edges. Tidy up these edges. Give it a bit more strength by zigzagging it. Right, I think I'm free there. Now let me see where my foot pedal is. Right. Okay, that's turning out good. Right, that's not too bad. Right. I'm not going to turn the corner. I could, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to start fresh from the top. Let's see how we're going to go here. Let me see if that's working, and it's not. Not sure what happened there. But as you can see, it strengthens the paper. And it is quite nice. Actually, I do love zigzag. Maybe a different colour. Could have used a different colour on it. So it comes, you know, you can see it. So next time I'll do that as well. Something we can, you know, think about now after we've done it. So, you know, we could have a contrasting colour. Maybe grey, maybe black, maybe white. Who knows? Anyway, let's get back to my cover in a minute. Right, now I have to look at the cotton situation. It seems to be stuck. Don't know what that is, but anyway, it's stuck. I go around there, down, around there, down. Now, this is the hardest part. With my aging eyes, I've got to try and... Now, I'll just pull in the light for a minute. So there we go. Give it a lick, so all the fibres are together and straight, and let's see if we can put it through. If I can't, I'm going to have to get my glasses off camera. And can you believe it? First time I actually got it. Brilliant. Leanne, you're marvellous. A small feat for me. Hurrah! Now where's the cotton? It's disappeared. Come on, Leanne. Grab it. Okay, so there we go here. It's a bit of a mess. I'm trying to figure out where the cotton is. And there we've got it again. Lucky. Lucky me. Okay. Let's go down again. Okay. There we go. Now we're going to go this way. I'm just going to chop them off. Let's go this way, the long way again. There we go. I've dropped my glue bottles, so I'll move them. Right, one more and we're finished. No, what happened there? Broke our cotton again. Must be terrible cotton. Couldn't be me. Okay, let's just chop some bits off and have a break for a sec. Get rid of those cottons. Right. You can see what it's starting to look like, can't you? It's quite nice. I like it. Okay, let's do our cotton again. Now this is brand new cotton, so I'm not sure what happened. But anyway. What's the chances of me getting this twice in one day? Whoops, that's pretty tight. I wonder what's wrong with it. No. Right. Not sure. Not sure what's wrong with it. It's a very cheap machine. I think it cost me $69. Yeah, $69 when it was on special. I bought it just for this, just for sewing for crafts. I did have another one, but I did throw it out, and I shouldn't have. I only threw it out because I was living in a very small 60 square granny flat, and I knew it'd be too good to be true. I'm going to have to go off camera and get my glasses. Hang on. Okay, we're back, and I threaded my needle, and I just finished that last one off. So here it is, and it's okay. It's good, actually. I love the sewing. Who doesn't like sewing in their projects? I love it. I always have. I just needed a bit of motivation to do it. I have learned to sew for 4 years. So I'm familiar with sewing machines, but whether I'm any good at it's a different matter. Okay, so we've got it on our books. I want to actually use this, the scoreboard, to really hone in on the score lines of the spine. So I'm going to do that and see how I go, see if it works. So I've just done 2 little marks there, right there, and I'm going to see if I can score each line really well. Now what I should do is put that against there, and it's on the 6 mark, so that's good. And oops, I went skew-whiff again. 6. And the other one is just slightly over. And I'll do that as well. Oops, did it wrong again. Let's see. Oops. My finger hurt when I did that. Ah! Now let's see how we went. The score line there, which I am going to push down. And I'm going to actually do that. Okay, so that's one down. Let's see where the other one went to. Oh yeah, okay. Dogs are barking, that means the neighbours are out. Outside, that is. There we go. Oops. Let's see if we've done it. Or maybe. Excuse me. Let's see how we go. Nothing's perfect. Remember that. Not even a good marriage is perfect. Okay, I think I've done it. By George, I've done it. Look at that. Well, I really like that. I'm going to have to go see what the dogs are barking at. They're going nuts. Be right back. Okay, so it's fitting pretty good, but how can we improve on it? Well, I could glue these down so it's permanent, and I probably may end up doing that. But what also we can improve on is have the same paper on the outside as well as on the inside, and then that'll be a double layer of the paper, make it stronger when you sew it together, and also to leave 1/4 of an inch on each side so that when you sew this here and here, you've got enough room for the books to fit into. So it'll be there, the sewing is, so these book covers can fit into it. So that's how you could improve on it, quite easy. Now I am going to glue them down because I want this as a personal journal for myself, and I am going to look at some of these beautiful trims that people sell on their Etsy store, particularly Gail Agonistelli, Roxy Creations, and I'm not sure, but it might be Nick the Booksmith as well. But anyway, I was thinking about using one or two, no, just one, on the front cover. That looks rather nice, doesn't it? But I'm just going to go see what the big ones have or look like on the page, especially the bright ones. Let me have a look at these red ones. Oh, I do like red. Red's my favourite colour, and orange and black together. You know, that looks quite nice too. I like the colour. Let's keep searching though, because you might just find the right one that fits just perfectly and you think, I like that. It's an interesting one. That doesn't look too bad. It's not that vibrant, but it's mute tones in with it and mutes in the background, and I don't mind that at all. Ah, chicken ones. Let's have a look at the chicken. The chickens. No, I don't like it. It doesn't match it very well. But nonetheless, let's see if we can find one. Let's have a look at the big pink one. Pink's a lovely colour too. That looks nice too. I like it as well. Gosh, decisions. How can we make all these decisions? It's just too much. Oh dear. Well, we'll have to, won't we? We'll just have to. No. I'm just going to put aside the ones I'm not going to use. No, doesn't match it. These are also beautiful, these trims, but you've just got to get the right one, don't you? Keep going, Leanne, you'll find something. Under that one either. on my book. I mean, I'm fond of the trims, I'm just not fond of it on my book. You see, that is very elegant, that sort of one. I'm just wondering if that would make a difference to my book. Move it over. I think so far that's my favourite, but I'm going to have to find one. That will fit that whole strip. Now, I just do like the little red one, but I need to find a bigger strip of it, which I can't seem. I must have used it all, so I'll have to download more. You see, that goes muted into the background. I think that's quite elegant, and that's my favourite so far. So if I can find another one of that, we'll just see what this little small one is doing. I like the red one. I like them all, but not on my book. Yeah, this is a funky one. Let's have a look. A funky one. It's really very old-fashioned book. I wouldn't want to mix it up with too much of funkiness. There's that lettuce one again. It looks quite okay, actually. Okay, so I will have to download this one. It's just enough muted into the background that it matches it. I do like that. So I'll be right back when I download one. Okay, I'm back now, and oh, I can't get that needle out. It's stuck. So let's go with the PVA. And I've decided to put this beautiful trim down. Let me see, where did this one come from? It may be Gaele Gastinelli. Boy, that's hard to pronounce. It's a lovely name. Hard to pronounce. For someone like me, not for everyone. Okay. Let me just see if that will be okay just there. It's even. Yes. Okay, so we've got that down there. Now that's a very thick cardstock, so it's pretty thick. And we'll just cut that off like that. And I may put some clips on it just to hold it there. There's another one. Here we go. So there it is. Oops, where are we? Here we are. Now I like it. It's embroidery trim, obviously paper, but it's come from some form of embroidery, and it just gives it a hint of red, which I love. Hint of red and blue. And I think that's all I'll do to the front cover. I really don't want to do anything else. The only other thing is I am going to glue these down on my books. And that's it, I think. I think that's it. But we will improve on that because I'm going to add overall length to the top and bottom, maybe a quarter to a half inch each, so I can machine sew it. So these pockets here, I'm going to make them longer so you can sew it all in one go, and you'll have some nice deep pockets there. We can also double side the paper, put two together, and then it'll be thicker and stronger, obviously. Now, I don't think we want to put anything else on there. I don't think it's necessary. I just have these hanging around. Let me just see if there's something that might be nice to put on there. Who knows? Might be something nice. I like some of these old photos here. Look quite nice. Not really necessary. She's beautiful. Let's have a look at her. Yeah, she is gorgeous. And I am old-fashioned by my sister's standards. These are postcards. Some advertisements. You know what would look good there? A label. I think a label. You know, this is a label. I'm not sure whether it matches it though. Oh dear, something bit me. Oh, that's pretty. It's just writing. This is a very, very pretty little ephemera. That one says Happy Days. It's quite pretty. Happy Days. But you know what? I'm thinking a label. So a label would look really good there. So I'll be right back. I'll just grab my labels. Okay, here we are. And I'll just open this. And we've got some labels here that we can have a look at. There's a red one. Not really. Just a plain one. There's a wine label. Another wine label. Maybe not a wine label. That's pretty. That's another wine label. Excuse me. No. I'm starting to think it's just less is more. That's what I'm starting to think. Now, we could put our name up there, couldn't we? It's another beautiful wine label. It's pretty. We've got some of these. Red. Excuse me. Got a bit of a throat infection. Let me just see if the blue looks any nice. No, it does. Let's just run through this a bit quicker. This is a big wine label. Actually, that matches the book, but not with the trim. There's another one. Got some really nice labels here, but none of them will match that, I don't think. It's a nice old red one. Actually, I don't mind that. Let's have a look at the big red ones alike. They look alright too. Let's just see if we can find something different. No. Got these big ones, these big frame ones. Okay, I don't think we're going to get anything else. I think that's that. I do have green. Let me have a look what that looks like. Yellowish. There's a big blue one. Let's have a look what that looks like. It's quite a nice label actually. I really like that one, but it doesn't match it very well with the red. Just doesn't go well, does it? Okay, so I think that's it. No label. Oh dear. A round one. Nope, not really. Okay. I'll just see what this is doing, this one here. See, they match the paper, but they don't really go well with that red. Maybe it was the wrong one to use. Maybe I should have used the one I wanted to use. I didn't download it. But I should have, shouldn't I? That looks sweet. Thunder. Leave that out. I'll leave that one out. Okay, here's a specimen book tag. I really like these ones. These ones are really nice. I think, now where did I get them from? These ones. The green one looks very nice. Yeah, I'm fond of that. One more. No. We will leave it plain on the front without a label. And I think we can take these off now. I'm just going to open them. Where's this one? This one here. Just a tad too big. Just too big. Just too big. Now I'm thinking of this one. It's very, very pretty. But I am not going to do any more. You know what? I'm not fond of that now that I look at it. I want a more muted colour, so I'll be right back. Okay, I have decided on this one. This little label. And I have covered up that red with another strip of this paper. It's got a strip there, but the same paper as it covers. Now, let me just trim this up. Okay, and I might just put it up top there. What do you think? Yeah, I will. I'll put it up top. I'm just going to leave it simple. Very, very plain and simple. Of course, less is more, of course. It's elegant. So we can improve very much on this book cover. and I am going to do that as well. I'm going to make another one, and I am going to improve on it. So that's what we do in craft, don't we? Crafts and art. We do it over and over and over till we do it properly. There we go. So I better hold that down because otherwise it will go off. So there we go. There's our book cover. And there's all our little journals inside. That I'm going to use to write on. And I am going to glue those inners there down because I do want my book to feel okay. So I'm going to just put that on. And I know then where to glue. I wonder if I should just glue the sides. How about that? That might work. That might work. And then I'll have pockets. Yes. Right, my dog just came back from the vets. And it costs an awful lot of money to take a dog to a vet. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible what they charge you. And they're in it to make huge profits. I think that they can do a lot. I know drugs are very dear, but they can do an awful lot to decrease the amount of money these vets cost. I shouldn't whinge and whine, but you know, it's just a part of society that really, you know, you, if you're on a low income or just on a normal wage, how can you afford a vet? They're astronomically expensive. I'm just putting it out there. Okay. Okay, so we can glue these down. Right. There we go. There we go. So book now is virtually finished. There we go. Oh. There we go. So I will start writing in that immediately. It's a journal for me. It's I should really put my name on it, but I have shocking handwriting, so I'll do a label maker properly. My name, and then we have it pockets here that we can stick some things in. And we can write in our books, our beautifully lined books, perfect books. And there you go. That's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for joining me. I do appreciate you coming along and seeing what I'm doing. And until I see you next time, please take care, particularly on the roads, and stay well. Bye for now.